All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome, one and all. It's America's first Silver Arc World Tour qualifier for Guilty Gear Strive. Zero alongside King Jobber. We've been waiting quite a bit for this top 8 to run, and we're about to get it started. How you feeling about it?
I'm feeling absolutely fantastic, but taking a look at the bracket, Zero, we have a good show lineup for all of you tonight, and one big name that is going to make a huge splash here tonight. I think that everyone is expecting to win, Zero.
Mom, come pick me up. I knew it. I knew it. That's going to be the one to take it all, baby. Mom, come and get me. Well, the lineup looking just spectacular. I believe you were probably expecting Jack, who has had a stellar run on Tampa Never Sleeps and consistently places, if not first, second, basically it's just first place out here on TNS. So we're all eyes on Jack for this one here. Up against Clone to start our winner side here, and Wild versus Katie. But round out the rest of that loser side of this top 8 for me, Jobber.
And of course, your favorite here, Mom Come Pick Me Up, going to be going up against Ann Warrior. And then rounding things out at the bottom of the bracket here, Techno Robber up against Galanos. So we have quite the top 8 lineup for all of you here for this silver qualifier event. A lot of those points on the line, and there's not too much time remaining until we really start to get towards the end of that Arc World Tour.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be first place taking home 45 points for this one here. That does add up, and let's keep in mind that you only get one silver qualifier best point scoring to carry on with you throughout the rankings here. So this is going to be a nice little buffer, especially considering that Jack does do a little bit of traveling here. But also, let's get all eyes on other players here as well, because this is still a pretty strong showing, an opportunity for everyone else, especially from the central region, to really get to show up and show out. Because if you've been looking at the Arc World Tour schedule, North American competition is looking few and far between. We're still waiting on Frosty Faustings to be that big stop, at least a platinum qualifier here for Guilty Gear Strive. So North America is kind of on a bit of a break period for the rest of the season, and we'll see how the rest of the scores go out, because things are pretty well settled, looking real tight in terms of the scoring. I'm sure Jack is looking to try to settle in a little bit more, but like I said, the rest of these competitors are certainly hoping to break into some Arc World Tour scoring.
Yeah, I like that you mentioned, the fact that things are tight. It also helps, too, that things are really consistent when it comes to gameplay, since we are kind of sitting in this patch waiting until 2.00. But speaking of Jack, he is going to be up on the board here, going up against some Slayer action in the form of Cloned.
Right, so this is going to be really sick. Just to lay the storyline out for you, folks. Jack, if he takes this tonight, is going to put themselves ever closer into this top 8 scenario here, sitting at 13th place at 194 points as of, gosh, the first of this month here. So this would be nice to get extra 45 points in. Already got our Shatter 50% life lead and positive bonus. You know the snowball effect here, Jobber.
Oh, yeah, the snowball effect of Slayer getting that burst out from Jack. I feel like Slayer is actually pretty decent in this matchup. The TK map hunch is very good for closing the distance. Ooh. The downside is you don't have that invincible reversal.
True factor here. You do have a lot of damage potential, of course, once you get that first strike against Jack here, against Hatch of Chaos. We'll see if you're allowed it. That 2H is a great round start.
Oh, but the 2T mash out. And the burst gets baited out as well. Jack getting that wall break with the Deus Ex Machina, thanks to setting up, getting the extra tension from setting up the curse.
All right, the 2P interrupt, not quite shattering yet. Once we get this opener here, it's going to be a game for Jack, and that game 1 goes to Jack. Clone also out here on this Arc World Tour ranking, sitting at 41st place right now, 20 points in the pocket of Clone right now. So it'd be nice to jump up a few spots, but not quite in the window of qualification. Still matches ahead of us here in terms of Clone trying to break into this qualification consideration, either LCQ or finaling it out in top 16 area here. So we'll see if we could make a statement, try to change things up with the Slayer.
I mean, all the points that you can get absolutely matter. Oh, and a nice press, immediate burst early on there, but a great backdash into a side swap. Just like that, Jack gonna keep the pressure in the corner, not opting for the wall break.
Holding on for dear life with this FD. Oh, shut down the startup, but it looked like a 2H that was supposed to come out. Jack gonna get that shatter positive bonus. No reload quite yet.
Nice dashes here, though, from Clone. Ian Slippery does get caught up by the J2K, and Jack is always so on point when it comes to these conversions, Zero.
Oh, Dandy K coming through, but misses the conversion.
Really unfortunate. Now all out of tension. Jack spending the BRC in order to get the throw. No burst coming out from Clone, too risky in this scenario.
Yeah, that's the one strike that Clone needed right there. Unfortunately, dropping out of the map a hunch. Far slash connection, 6S to continue.
He's always ready for it. He is always ready. Jack is dialed in, a well-oiled machine tonight. That positive bonus still with 3 bullets in the chamber.
Double check the match history between these two to see how many times they've crossed paths before. All right, nice tech. See, because Jack is really playing a solid game plan here. Plenty of interrupts here. Does get the call up to Danny with 2K. Back to that flash coming from Clones.
A couple of good Hand of Dooms, but a great IB there from Jack. Clone has been losing out a lot on the resource war here. Most of these RCs have not been for pressure. They've been to just protect yourself from whiff map, or whiff dandy steps, I should say.
Game out and ready to go. Jack 2-0, looking very clean so far.
Yeah. Clone is going to have to channel their inner Atom Smasher here, Zero. I think that's the only way we're going to be able to come out on top against the way that Jack is playing tonight.
Why would you do that to me, Jobber? We're not even that far into the bracket, and you're already... I'm having a hard time trying to get through the ramifications. I'm still working on...
Every time you see this color, you just think about it. Well, we need some more Master's Hammers, all right? Needs to come down and bring the hammer down. Smash this happy chaos here from Jack. Look at this unrelenting pressure. Clone not really sure where they should try and press out. Tries to go for the 5K there, but to no avail.
Okay, even down and out on concentration with backdash there. Still able to survive the onslaught. Good back throw. Jack will steal a turn every time. Jobber, I think we've blocked every burst that we put out there for Clone.
I was about to say that. You took the words right out of my mouth, Zero. And now a Deus Ex Machina through the wall. Hard knockdown.
Oh, okay.
And the command roll from Jack sitting at set point.
I am blocked it. I'm sorry. There was no way. Hand of Doom. Let's get the Dandy K. It chases down Far Slash. Finally gets a Mappa Hunch. Heavy Dandy. Pile Bunker. Finally getting a full conversion. Not going to kill you, but my God, this doesn't feel good.
Yeah, this is the first time Clone has actually gotten any momentum so far in this set. Gotta be careful, though, with those whiff gunshots. Pile Bunker into the late PRC. Doesn't go for a bite, just goes for the close slash.
Blasted here. Tall order. Jack not really sweating in here. I mean, again, we are round up. 2 games up, if you will. Burst away. Clone. Finally getting the 2H. Finally steals around with the Pile Bunker finish. No defensive option here in terms of burst for this next round. Quick one up, 2K knockdown.
Yeah, getting caught by the gunshot there too. Clone thought they had the opportunity to actually act. But that's the problem about this character, Happy Chaos. It's never your turn as long as he's got bullets in the chamber.
Guard cancel, good roll. 6K to make sure you stay stuck on the wall here. Quick concentration build for the next sequence of events after the Deus Ex.
Like it might end up being a wrap though, Zero. 5D connects, and there it is. Jack gonna be moving on to winners finals here in this Arc World Tour Silver event.
It's just unfair. The amount of points that Jack has, and now going to buffer it a little bit more with this silver event. Like you said, take advantage of what you can because of the limited amount of events we do have stateside, and it is really going to come down to the wire. Like Guilty Gear, if you look at the scoring, is a nightmare. It was a nightmare last year in terms of if you were within that top 16 range of qualification, the bloodbath of at least trying to make sure you solidified a position was terrifying. And I know people are really excited to try to make that trip out to Seoul, South Korea for that glorious event. And we'll see who remains in those final few positions.
Yeah, the Arc World Tour Finals last year was an incredible experience. Now, both you and I had the pleasure of being able to be there in Los Angeles and experience the event. And so I can't wait to see what they're going to do now on the other side of the world, all the way in South Korea. It should be a fantastic time, a fantastic event. Of course, you know, Arc System Works has some other games on the horizon as well, so maybe more news on those. I would love to see that.
Absolutely. As we got 2 more characters on the way, of course, it's going to be a beautiful time for Guilty Gear with 2.0, as you mentioned earlier. But the second game will be the 2.0 here on LKO for the Silver Qualifier. And yes, indeed, we're going to get an excellent matchup, in my opinion. It's going to be Wild versus Katie. It's going to be Giovanna versus Slayer. And boy, is this a fun matchup, in my opinion. Lots of strong pressure for both characters here, but the damage output from Slayer is nothing to be scoffed at, especially with this counter hit.
Yeah, that's why you see the immediate burst there. Difference is Giovanna does have really scary pressure that can be a little difficult for Slayer to figure out when to press out of. So we'll have to see how that's going to play out.
Yeah, the fact that both characters don't necessarily have a true reversal makes for a wondrous occasion when you do get those knockdowns. It is that frame trap, like you're referencing here against Slayer, that's going to be very terrifying coming from Giovanna, because she is going to have many ways to open up on Slayer to see if we can get a little bit of extra damage and try to call out the opponent and fiddle around with their block expectations here. A little bit of hiccup on the connection. We're going to do a little bit of a reset and get the match started once more here. Don't worry, folks. We'll get back into it.
Yeah, getting saved by the bell as it was with that Slayer coming right at you with a 2D, ready to cancel it into a dandy step. So, able to get out of dodge for a little bit.
Unbelievable. It was Jack. You saw Jack just leave at the final moments there. Jack just unplugged the internet. Said, I need my 45 points right now. Y'all got to stop.
I believe it. Yeah, hey, it's also not just about getting those points to solidify his own qualification, right? But you have to think about the psychology of his gatekeeping strong players as well, right? Players who maybe can't travel out as much, so they can't earn those points, jumping in and trying to cut them off from not getting into that position. It helps your own odds when it comes to the Arc World Tour Final.
Absolutely. And again, like looking at these players out here, this is an opportunity for a lot of these players in this top 8. Again, you know, Midwest has kind of been known as like the Guilty Gear area. I mean, we do have Frosty Faustings as the Guilty Gear event stateside, but man, times have changed since the release of Guilty Gear Strive. It's now become, competition isn't just strong in the Midwest, it is coast to coast strong. And having an opportunity to do the silver event in the central region for Guilty Gear Strive is a big deal, because they really get that opportunity to show up and show out for this one.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And also, I mean, you talk about Frosty Faustings and the Midwest area, about how it is kind of like the mecca of Guilty Gear. Frosty Faustings alone being a platinum qualifier event, winner takes all, and having each generation of Guilty Gear main eventing all 3 nights.
Okay, so we are going to get back into this here. There's hopefully no issue going forward. It might be a little bit of a connection hiccup here. We might need one of the players to make their own lobby. We jump into that. Or if push comes to shove, we'll go visit them in a park and spectate from there, folks. We've done this before. We've seen it on TNS, and you know we have answers to try to get us through this top 8 and get our eyes on this winner side match here. So please bear with us.
Yeah, either way, we're going to get the matches to you all. So thank you for hanging out with us, talking about some Guilty Gear and everything the future has to offer for Guilty Gear. Of course, we do have that carrot on the stick of 2.00 looming in the horizon. The 2 silhouettes of characters that, you know, we think we know who they are, but we'll see who they actually end up being. And I hope, you know, with all these older games too, getting so much support, getting new characters, and getting new support, that we can get more than just the 2 that were teased.
Yeah, it's a very interesting time. You know, Guilty Gear has been pretty long in the tooth for Guilty Gear Strive, and you know, as I recall, Revelator 2 only dropped with 2 additional characters upon release, right? So I feel like we are hitting that Revelator 2 era with the release of Strive 2.0. But even looking on the horizon here for future events, I definitely have some eyes on our silver qualifiers. If you want to check those out, check out the Arc World Tour 2025 website there. You have the full schedule list. The next one is going to be Salty EU. That'll be the European East Arc World Tour Silver Qualifier. That's going to be happening on the 25th, so just a week away here to get some additional action. Plus, our Gold Qualifier happening next weekend at First Attack for both Guilty Gear Strive and Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, so definitely tune in for those if you want to see more point action. But the next time you're going to see North American competition won't be until November, the 24th, and then the 30th for Guilty Gear Strive. So definitely all eyes on these folks. This is only Central today. We'll get East and West next month. So.
Yeah, I believe so. Is Meg out yet? When does Meg come out?
Meg came out on the 15th.
So Meg is going to be legal there at a gold qualifier. Really interested to see how she's going to be able to shake things up for sure in Gray and Blue. A lot of cool stuff going on in the world of Arc System Works.
Absolutely, she's been fun to play. She's a really cool character. I love the interactions. Interested to see how she settles, and I'm interested to see how this match settles. I hope this is the last time I have to intro this match, Jobber.
I know, we need a slugfest here. We got to see these two battle it out. Speed versus weight, but it's looking like we might be the ones who are waiting here on getting this matchup. Could just be a connection issue between the two players. Looks like a Junkyard Dog has left the room. So I believe that actually is Wild. Right. So Wild might be running into some issues here. We'll have to see. Obviously, our TOs are going to take a look at it and give us an update, and we will let you know as soon as we know. In the meantime, again, thank you all for hanging out with us here on Low Kick Esports. It's been a blast so far with that first match, just seeing Jack dominating. We're going to keep the action rolling.
Absolutely. Still plenty of events to look forward to here for Arc World Tour. I did mention, European East, and then, of course, we do have Latin America starting things off here November 1st with Wallbreaker. I'm definitely looking forward to that. All eyes on Central America, folks, if you can. Definitely check out that competition. They need more exposure, and any opportunity to go check them out.
They're so good.
Latin America is just an insanely strong, competitive region. Even Brazil, especially like South America, is also like a strong region as well. We've had a few events out there. I believe that we've already had our... double checking the schedule, because Thunderstruck just happened. So that means I don't think the Brazil one is... Nope, there it is right there. Battle Coliseum, the 15th. Please tune in for that one. That was actually a really insane event. I don't even want to check that out.
There's so many good events coming up, whether they be, big majors, super majors, world-class events, or your regionals. It's almost hard to keep track of them all, but yes, please tune into any of them if you can, especially those smaller events. They are the lifeblood of the FGC. They are the ones that get people to fall in love with these games and keep coming back time and time again.
Yes, indeed they are. And, it's been a great time, especially right after EVO France. It rekindles a lot of that energy of fighting games, and sales happen quite often, including Guilty Gear Strive being on sale about 50% off right now. So if you want to jump in, you could definitely do that. It's
off. That's a good deal.
Yeah, 50% off just for the standard. You get the character bundle as well at like about 40% off. So definitely check that out if you're missing some characters or you just want the base game. You can definitely do that. Either way, it's an Arc World Tour sale right after EVO France.
And EVO France was fantastic too. What a tournament, man. I love European crowds, never disappoint. It doesn't matter what it is. Sports, esports, anything.
We got to step it up. I told NorCal, come on now. Like, you thought you had the energy, you just don't. They're built different over there. But yeah,
Bro,
the Arc System Works sale is happening right after EVO France. So literally every Arc System Works fighting game is on sale right now. So definitely check out that sale.
Man, every Arc System Works fighting game?
Net Impact, Under Night 2, Double X, Sign, OG Guilty Gear, Guilty Gear 2 Overture, Asuka.
Overture?
X2 is on sale. Every single one, including Melty Blood. Double Dragon's on sale.
How much is BB Tag?
$10.
$10 for BB Tag. Can you believe that?
$10 for just the Battle Special Edition. I don't think that comes with everything. You have to get the character pack, which separately the character packs, the whole bundle is $20 for every character. Not a bad deal.
That's not bad at all, actually. Really, that's super reasonable for a very good game. Very funny game. Very funny game. So, obviously, we're telling you all to go pick up some Guilty Gear, whether it be Plus R, Strive, Exerd, any generation of Guilty Gear. Overture 2, if you're into that, I know I am. Definitely a good time. Big Steam sale, so go ahead and pick it up.
It is $379, and it is one of those games that I forgot to pick up on PC and did play it on console. But you know what? I might as well just buy it now.
You buying Overture right now?
I'm buying it right now.
That's right. Look at that. Live. My man putting his money where his mouth is. You want to see the origins of Sin? You want to see the origins of Raven, of Valentine, the elder sister to both Ram and Elfel? Then Overture is the place to go.
Do you want to play a MOBA? place of Guilty Gear 2 Overture.
That's right. That's right. It's a single player MOBA. Well, there's online versus.
Multiplayer.
There's online versus.
Yeah. It's
That's
like,
right.
You remember Brutal Legend? It's kind of like that, except they did RTS. This is MOBA. This
MOBA.
is really cool. Like,
It's MOBA, except it's only 2 champs against each other. You and the opponent's champ.
Dynasty Warriors MOBA. Even. Like,
It is. It's Dynasty Warriors.
combine
MOBA.
all of that.
Well, I'm like honestly, low key, Daisuke was ahead of his time.
That's right, because Dota was just barely coming out when Overture had hit. Like, that was Daisuke thinking. Big brain out there.
And if anything, at least play through the campaign, because the story mode is actually pretty fun. There's a lot of really fun characters, a lot of great moments in there. So make sure to check it out, because it actually leads directly into Exert. So
yes, yep. Action that the 2 is for real. That it is a sequel.
Yeah.
In between Double X and Exert. So definitely a good time out there. I played it on Xbox back in the day, but I should have kept the physical copy. I was too young. I was naive. I didn't know. I should have saved
Would you
all my
believe
copies
me?
of games.
Would you believe me if I told you that Exert is actually the 3rd Guilty Gear game in the timeline?
What?
And then Strive IV is 4? If you even look at the logo, the I and the V in Strive are more solid than the rest of the name.
They are. They're in fact red, while Strive, the rest of the letters are white.
Yeah, so it is Guilty Gear 4.
They're thinking.
Who would have thought? Yeah. The more you know. The more you know. We're learning a lot here tonight.
We got to figure out how we're going to do 5, though. Because you've already done Strive.
Yeah, Strive,
So-
which would kind of be like 5.
Live,
Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear Alive. I actually
Alive.
that's a cool name.
Alive. Yo, you made it better. I said live. You said
Oh,
alive. Way
Guilty
better.
Gear
Way better.
Alive.
Throw out what I said. Way better.
That's kind of a cool name. I can see
That
Dice
would
go
be
for
sick.
that.
Yo. Just put my name in the credits. That's all. Put
all
our
I ask.
names in the credits. That's it.
That's
Put
all
our
we
names
ask.
in the
All we
credits.
ask, please. Right underneath Daisuke Ishiwatari.
Yep. Imply that we created this game.
But I do hear us getting into another lobby here. So hopefully we can get these players in, get this match going. Push comes to shove, we might have to just move on to the next match. But I do see Wild hopping on the sticks here. So hopefully 3rd time is the charm, chat. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it's either we get this to work, or they could try to host, or again, we could go to a park and just watch from there on a park setup here. We'll get at least some sort of footage. Oh yeah, that's right. They would have to stream the feed too, is what it would have to. It'd be a juggle. Exactly. So we'll see.
Yep, we'll find out. Again, push comes to shove. Maybe we just let them play this one off stream as we move on to keep the matches rolling, because we want to make sure that the players can play, and of course that you all can get what you came for, which is to not watch us sit here and gab and do a Arc World Tour podcast. Y'all want to see the Arc World Tour matches.
That's so true. We got to get these matches going here, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this breaks down. The year is ramping up a little bit here. It's so interesting. I say that North America is essentially on a break until Frosty Fostings, but like I said, next weekend we're gonna have that first attack, and then right after, we still have other events. You do have Rumble in SoCal happening in November. And then after that, what we have? Gosh, we're going everywhere. France has another one here for Mindset 2025. That'll be cool. Outplayed, of course, in Austria. Outplayed's a spectacular event to check out. And then YY Stank Strive Forever happening in January. That's in Japan.
Yeah, a lot of fantastic stuff coming up. Just because North America may be taking a break doesn't mean that the rest of the world is sleeping. They are hungry. They are ready to fight. And we're ready to fight as well. Let's hop into it. Slayer versus Giovanna. We're here to see the slugfest.
That they cannot change society. So instead of
So far, so good.
Duel 1.
All right. I'm not going to hold my breath until I see the first sequence. Once we get a shatter, we'll see. Nice throw. Brilliantly timed there. Did the dash install drill kick, but look at this relentless map of hunch.
Right? Create a little bit of space, just trying to get some breathing room, but that's difficult against Giovanna. She's so good at smothering you. The enhanced spiral arrow.
I think if 5P there, chasing down the backdash. Okay, got our flip kick. Can we get the... Yes, we do with the 2H side swap. Get a little extra hang time here with the dash install, DP, and a victory.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Jesus. Map 100 at the round start?
I mean, hey, not a bad decision just to immediately get in onto your opponent. But once again here, Wild taking control of the match.
First over Katie. Oh, the side swap, extra hang time with the tap dust. Tries to get that corner position. Yeah,
Nice. Not quite enough tension there to get the last horizon, but still a hard knockdown with the super map hunch is plenty.
Watch the spacing, and nice! Actually, what a beautiful cancel here with the blue RC to avoid the 6P coming from Katie. That was going to be a 5K to come out there. It would have been 6P, it would have been victory, and Katie's still going to grab hold of it with the throw.
And that was off of a just defend as well, an IB, able to actually prevent the pushback from Wild and secure that throw. But now Wild about to run Wild here off of this mortal counter.
4K, close slash, stand up for me.
Trying to jump forward.
It's okay, got the far slash to stop the 2H.
Spinning dog kick, not enough here. But this is quite a comeback for Katie to make. This is the beginnings of it, though. Getting the pile bunker loops mid-screen.
Left, right. Whoa, wait a minute. Try to get a goal burst there? Oh, no, I can't. I have to believe that maybe there was a throw in there. I know it takes a couple buttons to go for burst, but I think maybe we got a little happy with it. You think that was goal burst intentional?
That was 100% a goal burst. So with no tension available and one hit away from death, there's really... Your burst is kind of useless, right? Giovanna had 100 tension. It was just kind of a Hail Mary attempt to try and get a positive bonus to get access to more meter because there was no other way you were going to make a comeback.
Full analysis right there. That is indeed likely what happened.
Duel 1.
I liked the idea. It was very cheeky. Just didn't end up working out.
Drill. I'm surprised you don't 6P that here, Katie. Low profile that drill kick from downtown. Plenty of time to react to it. Burst off the table on both sides. Careful with the chase on 5K. Covered by 2K for Wild here.
Oh, nice whip punish there on the Mappa hunch. Dash on in, up in the guts with the close slash.
Keep it simple. Close slash. Shatter for super victory.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Star just goes straight for the 2D. Cross up to the other side.
2S, still our turn, and look, a slight delay off the install up kick.
Yeah, because very consistently there, you've seen that Wild has been going for the enhanced doggy arrow, right? So it has a little bit of a gap between it. Katie trying to press and getting blown up by that roundhouse.
Jeez, look at that, the dash install right there, and 2D to finish the job. Wild up 2-0.
Pretty quick 2-0 here as well. Cage is having a difficult time escaping from the pressure that is Giovanna. And that's what we said earlier before we even really got into this match, is that Giovanna is so good at sticking to you like glue and making it difficult to figure out where the gaps are.
Absolutely. I'm getting to this game 3.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Burst away, and look at this, patiently waiting for Katie to close the gap and just interrupt the far slash.
All right. Nice challenge there. Beautiful IAD over the 2H. Just a raw call out there from Wild, sitting on 100 tension. Just needs to find one touch.
Looking to close this out very quickly. JH and JD. Another look at the close slash. Bounce off the wall with the heavy slash there. Katie gonna spend the burst and does get coast to coast. Bucker, look at the damage. Make it pay back for its tenfold.
That's what Slayer does best. He should be labeled a one-shot character. Oh, but an IED in is going to blow up the 5K. I want to see more YRC as well, or air throws. All right.
Off the flip kick, no less, before it got the block stun going. Katie, quick reaction. Hopefully it's not too little too late. Deep jump in. Not enough to get a lift off though. She's got it short and simple. There's our throw after the plus frame. Oh, not your turn off drill kick. No.
You alive? No, you aren't. Wild closing things out with a perfect and moving on to winners finals to challenge Jack.
You know what? Between these two characters, I will still hold to this day that Giovanna might be that one character I would rather go up against Happy Chaos because you have that quick dash block to make the approach. She has a little bit easier of a time. And I only mean like ever so slightly easier time trying to close the gap against Happy Chaos and challenge at those ranges. But we'll see if Wild has the wherewithal to keep up with Jack in that winner's final set. But first, we got to go on the loser side of things here. We're going to start from the bottom up. Techno Robert versus Galanos going to be stepping into the arena.
Yeah, now because it is the loser side, it means this is the last life you have. If you even want an opportunity at scoring those points, you got to lock in, you got to dig deep, you got to find that daredevil inside of you and fight your way all the way through the bloodbath here that is the loser side.
Yeah, loser's side is definitely going to be terrifying. Cloned in the background, waiting to see who they'll be going up against here between Techno and Galanos. And this will be a spicy one for sure to see how this plays out. Because again, this is where like the biggest point rise is going to happen from any of these competitors that are on this bottom half of the bracket.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, like you've been hammering home throughout the night, there are not a lot of opportunities to score more points left in the US at the moment, right? In North America, I should say, at the moment. Players are going to have to travel out to events like Frosty Faustings to try and get that guaranteed platinum qualifier or earn any more points, because we are getting closer and closer every single day, every single month to those Arc World Tour finals in South Korea.
Lots on the line here, and thank you all so much for joining us and hanging out and bearing with us to try to get our competitors into the arena to pick up and play. It's going to be a fun time checking things out here as we try to whittle down and look forward to the future of what is going on with the Midwest competition. So Techno Robert out here going to be stepping in, like I said, and then Galanos. I'm trying to remember who Galanos plays, actually, now that I think about it. We'll have to see.
Yeah. I'm not too familiar with who Galanos plays.
Both players are from the Midwest anyways. Like, obviously, Techno is from Chicago. Galanos, St. Louis.
Okay.
So definitely Midwest born. He's Columbia. Yeah. I'm picking it up off of what we got on the Start GG, and Galanos is. We're trying not to dox Galanos. That's what we're trying to do. I see Bridget on the screen, so we'll get that.
Okay, Bridget will be a lot of fun. So far, we've seen a couple of Slayers, Giovanna, and Happy Chaos. Now, I think we're going to see a little bit more character variety as we keep moving on. I mean, surely we're not just going to keep getting Slayer in every match, right? I mean, I would be happy with that.
Yeah, Slayer every... I mean, it has been very fascinating to see this region and their character choices, because it has been like a pretty large uptick of Slayer. We've seen that off of a Paragon event before. We've seen it off of TNS to a degree as well. We've seen an uptick of Slayer usage, which has been really fascinating, considering that I feel like we're kind of all over the place right now, necessarily on like where Slayer kind of sits. Like, obviously a strong powerhouse, but not the guy that is like sending people home to like the Arc World Tour finals yet. Not to say that like it's impossible to be done, but there are other characters that are powerhouses in their own right. We do like our Sins, like our Kai's out there doing really well. This patch has been very interesting to see how it all turns out, and with the changes on Guard Crush being wire-seeable, like that kind of changes the game plan, especially around Gold Lewis. So it's really fascinating to see how the character spread lies nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, we're still seeing Gold Lewis being incredibly strong. We're seeing a wide variety of characters being played at top level. I mean, Anji is looking particularly good in this patch. We've seen a bit of a resurgence of Zato as well, and a lot of these online tournaments making it very deep in. But really, it seems like Gold Lewis and Chaos are still up there. Ram is definitely still up there, but they're more beatable, right? I feel like every top 8, we maybe see one character that has a repeat. Other than that, it's usually 7 to 8 unique characters in a top 8, online and offline, which shows that this game is in a very, very healthy place balance-wise, as much as people hate Potemkin.
Oh, yeah, and while it does mention Chip and Leo, yeah, Chip and Leo has been on the rise lately. Granted, we don't get a ton of, like, Chip making top 8. I feel like Marvello is, like, the one shining star in North America side that is really consistently placing with Chip here, but Leo is certainly out there, especially when you look at European competition. Like, Leo is definitely king over there. So still coming out on top, like a strong character nonetheless, but I think with those small changes around how Guard Crush is starting to work out here, how you can defend a little bit better now with YRC, it really kind of changes that overwhelming set play. It's still there. It's still very aggressive, like you said, from Gold Lewis, but it does give you a few more defensive options and corner scenarios. And you spoke to Zato. Zato looking great in this patch, absolutely terrifying to deal with. But yeah, honestly, the character spread is looking fantastic across these top 8s.
Yeah, I'm super, super happy to see where the balance is, and I can't wait to see what they do with 2.00 to shake it up even more. But I think a lot of people will agree that this is the best the balance has been in Guilty Gear Strive. People feel incredibly happy that they can explore all these different characters. Hopefully, we get to explore this matchup that's about to come up, because I see both players on the sticks ready to go. We got May versus Bridget. The girls are fighting.
I thought so. Yes, indeed. Techno Robert going to be repping that May. Yeah, wasn't sure if we had any character swap as of recent history here, but like we'll see if we get this pull up. We're all waiting with bated breath here, folks.
I'm literally holding my breath. What's the phrase here? What's the saying? Streaming is a blow up, but it's all right, y'all.
Oh my God! No, Galanos!
What happened?
Galanos' game crashed.
Crashed?
The curse continues, chat.
Well, at least we know it wasn't a connection loss, right? It was just the game crashing.
You know, I count that as connection loss because there's no connection.
True, no connection to the entire game.
Oh,
but it's all right. We'll get Galanos back in here and get the match rolling for y'all. Thank you for dealing with the hiccups here, but we're going to keep the show rolling. The show must go on, as they say.
Yes, indeed. That's it, Galanos. Excellent mix-up. Appreciate it. I think everyone got mixed. It was pretty good. What a round open there. You know, positive bonus for you, because now we're in a whole second area of the stage, right? We're in the lobby.
Versus the whole system.
Jump back in. Yeah, versus the whole network.
The whole network. That's all right. Going to be getting back in very, very soon. Booting up the game, jumping back on the sticks. And again, May versus Bridget. Going to be a really interesting matchup here. I do think it is a little bit more May favored. May has that mobility to get around Bridget's zoning and even Bridget's buttons. And if May gets a counter hit, wrap it up.
Man, May has been a menace the last couple TNSs that I saw. That was pretty funny, if you ask me.
I think May is extremely good, and more people are starting to realize that and pick her back up, right? We've been seeing a little bit more May back in the top level when she vanished, really, last season, other than, obviously, Slash, but Slash is from UAE region.
Right. Yeah, May has a lot of great tools. She's still just as potent in terms of strength. It's about getting those initial strikes. The disjointed hurt box will certainly become a favorable thing for May here and Techno Robert. As long as we can keep up with Galanos on the mobility here.
Oh, nice. The spacing already just staying far away from that heavy slash. I like what I'm seeing from Techno Robert.
Close slash, got the blur. Still going to continue pressure. All right, does get the counter hit off that 2S. Finally opening things up against Techno Robert here.
The belly bump to break the wall?
I was scared. I thought we were about to drop. Good God!
Yep. Galanos recognizing the danger in that scenario. The 5H mortal counter, so brutal. Ooh, I don't know if that must have been a deflect shield attempt.
It is the pick up here with the far slash. It's the spin. Oh no, not the side that we want to swap to here. Wait a minute. Totsugeki, and it's a blue beat combo.
Oh, but not going for the super. Super would have been up the kill, and even if... Uh-oh, hold on. I still think Super would have killed there. Definitely would have done more damage than just the fully charged 6H. And now Techno Robert, there we go, gets the JK. Will put themselves in a very scary situation.
We're still recovering from the effects of the game crash mixed up. Big heavy swing. 2K. Watch it. Heavy, and the jump dust to follow up there. Great play here. And this time, Techno Robert not missing the super. Real close, trying to charge up that dust. PRC and great air throw. Techno Robert cleans it up, taking that first game.
Clean work here. Again, yeah, I definitely give the edge to Mei in this matchup for sure. Mei is just so belligerent, and Bridget has to work incredibly hard, right? Scoring those knockdowns and mixing you up over and over. And Mei also has a lot of mobility to spare just to get around in neutral.
Yeah, especially when it comes down to if a Mei player decides to start rapid firing Totsugeki, it's absolutely terrifying to try to challenge against it here. We might not get too much of that in this matchup because Bridget does have a lot of great normals that can really kind of challenge at that spacing. Call out the start of these Totsugekis, and even a charge heavy, like, that is huge. Kickstart from the corner. Nice slide, 3K, but not gonna find anything from it.
Oh, but look at this pickup. Whoa, behind the back, misses the Rock the Baby, though. That was almost so incredibly cool.
All the better, because equivalent exchange means you do something cool, you die. Like, you can't do something cool in fighting games and expect to take the dub.
Oh, hold on. Might still be taking the dub here.
There it is.
Yo-Yo comes back.
Whoa!
We held that spin for a long time, and it comes out on top. Beautiful stuff there from Galanos. But now we need to turn this round win into a game win to tie things up.
Nice interrupt. Got our 6B. Oh, has been so consistent at blocking those tap dust, but not this time. Techno Robert get the shatter and positive bonus. Trying to even things up in the rounds. Backs off, actually within range for a solid bar slash. Get some frames going there. Nice combo sequence, but damage heavily mitigated because we used the Wild Assault for it.
Yep, get the full charge 6H as well, but misses the 2H. That was a round-winning combo. Does Galnos have it in them to break this comeback?
Yep, there's the close slash.
Trying to get the wall break, but misses the 2S. Unfortunate.
Techno Robert trying to survive here. Uses a last-ditch effort burst. Wild Assault to chase down, not enough to kill, but the red RC, we might be able to still pick this up. And
Hold on, and with the wall break. What a comeback, Zero. Able to tie things up 1-1. We have a competitive set. The first 1-1 so far in the bracket.
Back and forth here. Being able to pick up after some scramble situations. Very scary stuff here. Galanos taking the dub on that one and trying everything that they could just to get that shatter. And fortunately was able to close it out. Like, I was really concerned with those Wild Assaults because of how much damage mitigation there was. And I think we recognized we needed that positive bonus, but we'll take the kill all the better.
3K round start, getting the mortal counter on a 6H. Gets that burst immediately.
Thought we could press close slash there coming from Galanos. That was not the case. Watch the yo-yo. That was a send, so you don't have to worry about the recall there. Good awareness from Techno.
Second time's the charm. And definitely going to be able to close out the round here. Calling in the Great Whale Yamada.
Making darn sure we could get that super. You saw that. Stand there and just make sure my stick was in neutral before I send it.
First blood here going to go to Galanos. Nice little tricky left-right setup. Now in the corner, has plenty of pressure. We've been using Rock the Baby to break the wall, but I want to see some Rock the Baby sprinkled in just on offense. See if Techno Robert has the reaction.
True, would be a good aspect considering here. Especially if Techno Robert is just holding down back for a lot of your sequences there. Good to check to see if they're actually trying to mash through some of your frame traps. right, try to deny the jump arc of the JK. Not going to work.
Full burst. Oh, backdash doesn't get caught. Staying alive. And with the 5H, still able to keep the pressure even after the deflect shield.
Oh, beautiful anti-air. Got caught. Press in there. Not quite enough to finish. Tap Dust tries it and does succeed with the yo-yo recall.
I'm clapping like a seal after that combo.
It was a very good one.
Just the routing, able to squeeze out every single point of damage. But Techno Robin said, hey, watch this. All I need is a couple of mortal counters and overhead kiss. Look what Bridget has to do to equal a fraction of May's power.
The blocks though, side swap. Tried to get the rock fade.
Trying to hop on in. Yep. Really late rolling attack as well. Able to get the overhead twice in a row. Now has the corner pressure once again. And is going to be able to get the wall break here. No obstacle for the slump. I love that.
Just enough.
Galanos now taking the lead.
Let's jump up with a little bit of the 2-1 action. It's
Plus
the power up. It's the chat cheering power up. I think it is.
You know, when you got chat or the crowd behind you, it really, really does push you.
I was the opposite. So would cheer for me like, oh shucks. And I just start doing work.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Nice. JP. Guard crush and now sneaking in that 2K. Ooh, oh, the lingering hurt box of the 2S will get caught by that gold burst here.
Oh, YRC getting blocked. Galanos starting to get into that flow state here, Zero. What a cool pickup there with the bear dive. The routing has been so phenomenal.
Absolutely. Picking up off of darn near any interaction. Let's get the tap dust. The second one. Galanos trying to bait out the burst. He should have committed. At that life deficit, it's doubtful that Techno Robert would have spent the Star Chaser for the finish. My goodness.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
And either way, if Techno Robert would have spent that late on the life bar, we take that.
100%. But if you apply ID back, again, missing the 2H pickup. That's been a really consistent drop point so far for Techno Robert. A lot of damage being left on the table.
Quick drift out of the corner here, still opening things up. Not quite enough to finish the job. Didn't have the 50% retention. Watch it, sneaking a 6P, still recovering. And there it is. Galanos gonna finish the job here over Techno Robert, 3-1. Finally advancing on the loser side of the top 8 and will be going up against Clone.
All right, so Slayer versus Bridget. That is a matchup that I do feel like is very Slayer favored, actually. Again, just Slayer having the ability to close the gap so quickly and do a ton of damage. And just the buttons-wise, too. Buttons-wise, I feel like it's fantastic for Slayer.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be terrifying because of the fact of the low health that Bridget has. You're just constantly in danger at any point on the screen. But let's not forget that Bridget does have some excellent buttons to stuff out some of those startups here with Dandy Step and even going for some of these Mappa hunches. So time will tell. There's a lot of great tools, but it's going to be about who comes out on top in the neutral game here. But before we get to their set, we do have, of course, Mob, come pick me up, and Warrior?
And Warrior, not a
and
Warrior. And Warrior. All right?
Warrior.
Our grammar's a little off, but that doesn't
Yeah,
mean that we can't fight, all right?
It hurt my brain to say it because my brain's, bro, that's wrong. Don't do this. Don't do this.
You don't
And
gotta spell
Warrior.
well to be able to fight well, all right?
You know, there's a lot of truth to that statement, Jobber.
There is. Trust me. I watch MMA. I watch boxing. I know some of those people probably read at a 6th grade level.
We know that somebody can't read Cat in the Hat. I'll leave the name out, but we know.
But we'll see if they have the right reads going into this match, though, because if you got to read anything, reading your opponent is the most important part, Zero.
It's a key factor in competition, trying to make solid decisions against your opponent, trying to come out on top and deny their options, as a lot of these Guilty Gear players will do in set plan, as Axel Lowe would love to do against you at a full screen state, but you're going up against Leo, which is going to be scary.
Well, Leo does struggle a little bit against characters with strong zoning tools, so I think Axel is in a good position here, especially in this patch. This patch has been so kind to Axel. He has climbed from one of the worst characters in the entire game all the way to a solid mid-tier character.
Absolutely. This character has been doing very well as of late. See how this plays out with Mom getting the full screen distance away, denying the offensive pressure of Leo as soon as we can.
Yeah, I mean, who would have thought that giving Axel more access to damage would just make him a better character all around, right?
It's the simple things, Jobber. Oh, no, burst. That was
Nice.
5K. Are we recovered? We got it. Okay.
Full screen once again. Also, got to remember, it's difficult for Leo because he does have that box dash, right? Meaning that Axel can just do things like this, sending out the tornado, catching the IAD, getting the pickup. That bulk 6K is phenomenal.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Around here. Oh, what a jumping heavy.
Uh-oh. Got a little too overzealous there with the defense. Great call out on the backdash as well.
Watch it, try to get the side swap. Very sneaky stuff. An excellent block from Mom. Oh, what a snipe. The 5P. Look a little too sweet of a position there for that 5P to pick it up there. Nice air throw. Mom in complete control. JS the fadeaway.
Oh, trying to go for another way fadeaway JS, but a great answer there from Ann Warrior. Catching the backdash once again, this time with a back turn slash.
Nice. Wow, round start, going for the flash kick, denying a sickle toss there at the 5P. Swap. Mom not looking good right now on defense. Providence burn for the hard knockdown.
Oh, the 5D! And just immediately lets the cross rip. And Warrior getting the first game.
An intense round. It looked like, frankly, Mom was just going to run away with the set. They had complete control, but that's the problem with Leo Whitefang. Once he closes the gap, it is very difficult to get him back out.
Yeah, especially for Axel, right? Who doesn't have any reversal options outside of his super. But I do still want to see some more YRC. There's been a strong lack of YRC tonight, and it is particularly good with Axel because it pushes you back at a specific range. That is Axel's range.
So true. And here we are, full screen again. Goes for tornado setup. I mean, throughout the set, in the first game, Mom has been excellent on defense, blocking a lot of the pass-throughs here. But that's the problem when you're on defense. You can't block forever. Your opponent slowly but surely wears on your mental stamina. But Mom, opening up with the perfect, seems to be unaffected by that first game.
Fantastic adjustments here so far. Able to get that counter hit 2S. Beautiful first decision there. The Axel Bomber was going to hurt.
5P. Winter Mantis to get a little bit more damage. Look at that.
Love
the
the use
space
of the
denial.
tornado.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, you mentioned
Jump
it
arc
perfectly.
denies the forward pressure here, and every time that An has jumped up, it's been an opportunity to hold an air block, and it gives Mom that decision where they can go for a cross under there and side swap and get out of those corners.
It's also a projectile that Leo can't really use his cross to beat, right, to advance forward, so. Catching that PRC, or the BRC, I should say. There we go now, and Warrior finally on top of Mom Come Pick Me Up, but a great job pressing out with that 2K and creating so much space.
Okay.
Like what I'm seeing here. I always like to see Axel succeed. Possibly a little bit of bias, but that's all right.
Is your favorite character after all, right?
Slayer's my favorite, but Axel's second.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So needless to say, I'm having a good time tonight.
You're getting your fill of Slayer, Axel, but now the King is here once again, and Warrior needs to make an adjustment to finish it out. But already at that full screen distance, no opportunity for Fireball, and denied with another Rensen. Just gotta find the sweet spot to jump in here. Good dash block. Just outside the range of 2K. Oh no! So unfortunate, the fadeaway shot here.
Oh, there's the 6P. Able to secure the throw.
Not too far off, just get the clash. A snail to pick up, okay.
Nice to the PRC. I mean, the PRC usage here has been so clean from Mom Come Pick Me Up as well. Never being too predictable with the options and always seeming to have that Roman cancel in the back pocket to keep yourself safe when you pick the wrong one.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's get the approach. Massive counter hit coming from On. Get that charged tornado here once again. Trying to keep and Warrior just at bay, and does get the cross under. A little extra with the red RC. And this is so fascinating to see that there's very little opportunity for Warrior to really apply any sort of offense.
Yeah, just having a really difficult time figuring out a way to thread the needle.
Nice JP.
You're banking on Mom Come Pick Me Up making a mistake, and that just doesn't seem to be happening. There's a clothesline from hell, sending us all the way to game 4.
Holy smokes. Yeah, it's been a lot of preventative decisions coming from Mom. Tornadoes are going to be a very consistent thing because that is just the showstopper every single time. Like you mentioned, the negating the ability to cross through. It removes the linear ground game coming from Leo. You can't challenge with Fireball because you're opt to get caught by a sickle flash. You have to try to do your dash block to close the gap. Try to find that jump arc here. Opening gambit is crucial here. The flash kick goes unpunished. That's all right. We got the breathing room.
Yeah. I like the attempt of the DP and now a burst. As the core positioning. No, but just too far away to actually confirm off of that IEDJ2K. Or JK, excuse me.
Counter hit. Rensen just gonna keep you full screen. It's been that easy to quick cancel into the Winter Mantis. I fell for that one too. I didn't even realize.
Oh, just trying to go for that delayed explosion to catch in Warrior. It was a good block and a good wild assault. But can you make something out of this?
Jump K here.
That
Jump away.
That drop there was so unfortunate. If Warrior could have picked up off of the air-to-air, they could have gotten the wall break and possibly secured the round.
Exactly. Winter Mantis, strong round start. Mob on match point here. Tornado setup. Trying to bait out a flash kick or a reversal of some kind from Warrior. Just get the red RC to extend. Ah, jeez, the wild assault just short. I'm surprised it didn't follow after the strike.
Yeah, I thought it would have gone much further, but that 5H off the ground bats does send it pretty far. Doesn't seem like it's going to matter too much, though. Blocks the flash kick. And Mom, come pick me up. She can't pick you up yet because you're still in the bracket.
It's on the way. She received the text message. She is on the way.
And you know when moms say they're on the way, it means it's going to be a bit.
I don't know what happened to your body. That's crazy, Jobber. You want to you okay?
I'm okay, Zero. I'm okay. Thank you, production. Production saying I'm right. So
okay,
you know.
all right. I mean, my mom just
exactly.
She's 5 minutes out. She's 15 minutes out. Okay, well, my mom was punctual, but you know, I guess that's where I get it.
Midwest mom.
The Midwest moms. Midwest moms are punctual, I hear. All right.
I have a Florida mom.
I don't know what that means.
It's like
Oh,
Florida man, but a mom, you know?
That's not doing your mom any favors.
That's right, she's never gonna see this.
Okay. Well, you're our top 6 now. So if losers matches go through, we're gonna get Cloned and Galanos stepping into the arena. We'll see how that plays. Gonna get that Slayer back in here.
That's right. Super excited to see some more Slayer action for sure. This is going to be the Slayer versus the May matchup. Not May, excuse me. The Bridget. Slayer versus the Bridget matchup that we were talking about a little bit earlier about how Slayer does have some really solid tools to put the pressure and close the gap on Bridget.
Yeah, absolutely. The damage output is certainly going to be absurd. Have to be very cautious and see if you can keep up because these left-right dash throughs are going to be a little bit tricky. I mean, you have that reversal and Star Chaser, but if Slayer's off the screen, your guess is as good as mine of which direction we're going to put that DP.
And it's like obviously it's good because it's a reversal, right? It's a way to get the opponent off of you, but the risk reward is not in your favor at all to send out that DP. You might just be better off just holding down back. Wake up.
Exactly. Like this matchup is not the one that you want to try to wake up and rip out a DP because Slayer will be knocking at your health bar pretty quickly here as we get our competitors lined up on the cabinet. So thank you all for hanging out with us and tuning in for this Arc World Tour Silver event, the first one in North America, the second one overall in the Arc World Tour Silver Series. You check the bracket out here at home and see how far our players have gone thus far as we get to that $1.50 Slayer, which, you know, if they were all individually sold, I bet you, considering the sale price, that is exactly how much Slayer is right now.
$1.50 Slayer, and the $1.50 Glizzy. Nice pickup.
Whoa, wait,
that was tricky. No, hold up.
Wait a minute. Why did she flip over me like that?
Yeah, that's also a really good answer, too, from Bridget players, is to just send out Return of the Killing Machine when you send Slayer full screen, knowing that he might be going for the Mappa Hunch to close the gap. Beautiful DP2 on the cross-up pile bunker. You gotta be kidding me.
Nice. Got the finish here. Watch it, the close slash anti-air got to pick up pile bunker already off the seat, like we were talking about. The damage output off to an atrocious start for Galanos. Woo. A perfect round.
With a perfect Mappa Hunch.
Yep, the left, right here. Beautiful jump in here from Galanos. Got the low. All right, Clone sat it up at that burst. You know what? I love to see it. I've had enough. Get off your Segway. Your hoverboard, you millennial zoomer.
Hopefully charge 5D to get the bounce up. Not close enough to the wall, though, but this is actually better not getting the wall break. You have even more pressure and the 50 tension. Going to be able to secure the kill with this one.
Oh my god. That's the thing. Like, it might be pretty nice for Slayer once you get the hit, but it's about finding the opportunity to get that hit because Bridget will deny every opportunity that you have here, especially since you don't have a reversal on your side outside of spending resources.
100%. And that is very, very scary, too, because for Slayer, when it comes to spending those resources, it is not frame one.
Duel 1.
That's so true.
Let's rock.
Look for those wires. See, whoa, the hammer! Goldbergs, get away!
Oh, going for a reset in that scenario? That is vintage Slayer. Scoring a counter hit and not cashing out, just going for the extra greedy damage. Love what I'm seeing there.
Absolutely. You kind of resign yourself to whatever fate was there. And you forget to block out all times here. You always got to be active against a Slayer like this. Nice burst. Does buy you a little bit of time here, but we slide on in, mistiming our 2D. Oh, wait a minute. Goes for a dandy. Does get a close slash. Oh, yo, the dance, the aerial movement from both players. Galanos looking to try to apply mix here, but the YRC denies it. We deny the forward map a hunch for this one.
And gonna be able to swap sides with the wall break, and it's enough. Good God.
Really squeezed that one out there. That was looking terrifying here.
Oh, the damage. And this is to get into top 4, mind you, and to get into that losers semi-finals. They are battling it out.
The run continues here. See who gets that significant strike to start things off. We just go ride it on in with the segue. Our crush. Tries to sneak out of the corner there, but Clone gonna get pushed right back. And look at all the resources we spent. All the FD in the world on the table. Just trying to survive. And we do get a couple Mappa hunches.
Look at that. The tables have turned already. Nice double jump there from Galanos and a beautiful escape. The double jump to avoid that it's late. And you can't avoid the 2H. Are you dead?
Oh, no. Didn't get the shatter. Drops the bear. Nice. Uses the recall. Excellent decision here to stay airborne, especially on the opposite side to get a left-right mix.
Excellent decision to break the wall there, too. Get a little bit of extra meter. And a wonderful throw from Galanos.
Very quick recognition on that Mappa hunch that was coming in. Close slash, and we do get a star chase and we get off of me. Oh no, not your turn. About nice air throw. Watch it, stuck in the corner here. We try to drop the bear, but the 6P. Cloned, not getting the victory quite yet, but very close.
Oh! What a rock the baby. Galanos still has a long way to go, though, and Clone says this is a no-fly zone.
Baby step. Nice play. Does get guard crush and a BSU. Watch out for the universe. Oh, we jump away. Keep going. Keep going. Take advantage of the stereo. Clone with the minor disconnect right there. Well, that is unfortunate. I feel like our controller disconnected for just a moment there, and that's all the opportunity Galanos needed. Someone called you on Discord at the wrong time, Clone.
Oh, trying to go for the goal burst, but no one home. Now, just going for the left-right mixes. Empty Dandy is going to get blown up by the neutral jump.
I think it happened again. I think we had two minor controller disconnects right there because after the empty Dandy, we sat there, did nothing. Not even a down back to try to block a Star Chaser in case if we thought that Galanos was going to go for the reversal. Clone might take a step back to try to reset their equipment maybe, and this is just a wild guess for me, but those look very uncharacteristic of Cloned in those situations.
It did look uncharacteristic. We'll see if Clone is going to take a minute here.
Yep, we're confirming the controller is plugged in. That's what the dance was for. Here we go.
A little left-right dance, the shimmy.
Left, right, down, all directions work. Okay, we're good.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Get the side backdash away. A hunch. Not going to open into this 2H. Oh, getting very aggressive at this round start.
We're going for a little bit of a reset there.
Star Chaser, get off of me. We try to start our own sequence there.
Kickstart my heart. Into the corner. ID back. Whoa, what a way to close the gap. And able to recover after the drop combo. Clone might be taking this to a game 5.
Just stepping away from the dandy. Wants a little room here, but still going to get tossed out left, right. Good challenge here from Galanos. Nice DP timing. Got the backdash start up there. Ooh, not that one. Let's recall backwards here. Wants to maintain corner control and still that offensive pressure from the skies. Clone's been doing great at stand blocking. A lot of these sequences come from Galanos.
Okay. US. Nice! Ooh. That's what we were trying to go for before. Absolutely, right? That little mix up there, that reset into the cross-up pile bunker. Beautiful stuff from Clone, taking it all the way to a game 5. First game 5 of the night.
So, yeah, I think the controller's working now, Jobber.
I think so. I think we're firing on full cylinders.
Yes. I forgot to change out the battery on my controller. My mistake. Here we go. Final game of the set. And that's just a testament of how quickly this matchup could go, and all things go according to plan here for Cloned.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, trying to sneak it to 6B, but a little bit too early. And we are just swinging the Hail Mary. Map a hunch to try to close the gap. Finally goes low. This is the thing you can hold down back for a lot of these sequences coming from Slayer.
2H blowing up the bear drive.
You saw the backdash away just to apply it. Make sure we're in prime position for it. Okay. Potential match point here for Clone, but gonna get a massive counter hit.
Okay, no kickstart my heart. Beautiful IAD out and resetting yet again with a dash. Constant resets here from Clone, trying to look for that big damage.
Okay, right again. Okay, can we get tossed out for this one?
Massive counter hit. Should be able to kill off of this, actually.
Yeah, we're looking at it here. There it is. Red RC to get extra lift off, but not enough to get the shatter.
No way.
Oh, no.
I think a super would have been enough after the 2H.
Right?
Now has
for
the
hunch. Air throw!
And Clone is going to do it, staying alive here in the bracket on the loser side, moving in to top 4.
Absolutely terrifying sequence of events right there, because my goodness, you were right. I'm pretty sure if we would have just been super, that would have been said and done. But we bet it all on thinking we had at least a shatter maybe after that map a hunch or close enough to the wall. Risked it for one last interaction. We almost had a last game, last round scenario, but Clone moving on one step closer to that run back against Jack.
Oh, against Jack. Yeah, Jack, of course, sitting in the winner's side. We're not quite at the match, against Jack quite yet. Obviously, we do have to have Katie versus Mom Come Pick Me Up. And then we will jump back to the winner's side to see who is going to sit in grand finals with that comfortable, pushy double bracket lead.
Indeed, and 45 points on the line for first place here, and it whittles down from there. Our competitors looking to grab their first set of silver points, and quite frankly, their only set of silver points based on regions. Right. So this is the time to really make it count, get a little extra push towards ARC World Tour qualification.
And I do see one of our players hopping in. Both of the players hopping here into the lobby. So with little to no delay, we are going to be jumping straight into our very next match here. Katie versus Mom Come Pick Me Up. Mom Come Pick Me Up, of course, on the Axel. Katie on the Slayer. So, hey, I'm going to enjoy this one.
We are potentially going to get a Slayer mirror.
We could get a Slayer mirror.
We could get a Slayer mirror.
Yeah, if Mom Come Pick Me Up is playing out of their mind tonight, honestly. And this is not a fun matchup for Slayer, I would say.
No.
Slayer has very on-rails movement, and Axel is good at blowing that up.
Yeah, and we're getting into it here. Our first game of the set. Yeah, there's so much to be said about the type of preventative control that Mom had showcased against and Warrior. And we're going to see it again at round start here. 2H to push away, and Ren-Sen to keep you at bay. Tornado, the same game plan that we saw against Warrior. Very tried and true in the 6H zone. Connects here. Not close enough for that 2H. I like where Katie's head is at, though. Oh my god. Versus Super, Ren-Sen, full screen. Blue, just see one touch. Ooh.
Okay.
Fadeaway. JS does get whipped entirely, but we're still able to recover in time.
This is pretty much exactly what I was expecting out of this match, right? Slayer definitely has to take some big risks, some wild swings in order to get in on Axel. Once you're in,
took the single map a hunch, forced the block. Mom's in trouble. Oh yeah, this is
Mom,
around
help!
Katie. Mom! Oh my god, Pile Bunker! I've had enough of your zoning shenanigans. Again? Katie! Katie! Hey!
brother, oh my god. Pile Bunker all the way to the top.
There was only 4 pile bunker. That was literally just Pile Bunker. Nothing else. No movement. No other buttons.
That's what I'm talking
Pile
about.
Bunker.
That's what I'm talking about. That is peak Slayer performance, peak dandyism on effect here at Low Kick Esports with these ARC World Tour points on the line.
You can't be mad at it. That's on you. You got hit by the Pile Bunker. You can't be mad. You know what's coming. My solution to my problem? I'm going to punch it really, really hard.
Duel 1.
You know, Katie stealing away a game. Mom can pick me up, is trying to start things off just the same way we did in game 1. Ooh, got the throw this time.
Dash up. All right, bursting for the...
Wait. Oh my goodness, that hunch was very close. 2H again.
Come on in. Try to chase down with that 2K.
Ooh, back off. Some scary interactions, yet still Mom comes on the top with a perfect round. Deep run, waits for the block stun to go away so we can sneak at that throw. Close slash counter hit. Great start here for round 2. Bomber here, 5K, just get a little extra time here.
Oh, Burst is actually going to put Katie into the corner, but there's the back throw 0.
Trying to Sandy K into 2H.
Oh, you're a goner.
No, you're not. No, I don't know what's going to happen, Jobber.
That meter is gone. Pile Bunker through the tornado startup. What do you think you're doing?
I only Pile Bunker. Oh, what a throw. What a throw from Mom. There's a goal burst. The 2P. Nah. Interesting 6P decision there. Oh my god. Oh, this is it? This is the solution? You just throw hunches and Pile Bunker?
Just going back to base instincts.
Oh my god.
How to throw a punch.
No, Jobber, not like this.
Reeled on in, but there's the 2K5D. Gonna be able to get the side swap off of this as well. Oh,
you may not like it. You may not like it, but this is peak Guilty Gear. What do you mean? What is happening? Katie just throwing punches.
tried to bait out the burst and ended up dying for it. That is tragedy.
At that health point, you don't try to bait out burst anymore. You make them press it. Big risk. 2-0 lead right now for Katie.
Duel 1.
Game number 3. Every single time. All right. Dude, what's technical? The harder I punch, the more you die. That's crazy. Backdash away. Nice. Got a little interrupt here, but another map. You can't stop this. Katie. You can't stop Katie.
Duel 2.
Okay. Woo! Trying to close the gap there after the deep like shield. Catches the back dash with the Master's Hammer, and your health bar is forfeit.
Katie, she is out here just absolutely demolishing. Mom, come pick me up.
Wow.
3-0 victory. That's insane because I feel like in game 1 we started with a full game plan come from Katie, and she's like, no more, nope, only Mappa Hunch, only Pile Bunker. That's it. There's no longer game plan. We just punch really hard, and it worked.
Mom gonna have to come pick them up in an ambulance, Zero, after that just brutalization there from Katie. That means we get the Slayer mirror match there in the loser side of top 4. But before we can get to that, we do have to decide who is going to end up in grand final, Zero. Only 4 players left in this bracket. Only 1 is going to be able to win this silver qualifier event, and all eyes are on Jack.
I'm sure Jack is certainly up there on a lot of people's lists as far as this top 8 run, but still upsets could happen here tonight. It's not set in stone. Wild is going to try to enter the arena up against this Happy Chaos and settle themselves in with some 45 additional points. This is the story of Wild potentially really upsetting a nice little extra cushion for Jack in the Arc World Tour qualification here. Granted, Jack is pretty high up there, sitting at 13th place right now, so fairly comfortable, depending upon how the next few months live, but we shall see how the rest of it goes. Before we get to that, though, I want to take a little break and also mention Low Kick Esports. If you want to check out more fighting game tournaments and events, you should check out our website, lowkickesports.com. You can also, if you're watching on twitch.tv, that's the spot where we're going to support so many of our other fighting games and events. And additional information can be found on twitter.com/lowkickesports.
Check out the YouTube channel as well. Same exact place, youtube.com/lowkickesports. Plenty of great action coming ahead. We are going to be entering our top 4, but like Zero said earlier, we are going to throw it to a short break, so make sure not to go anywhere. There's going to be more Arc World Tour action right after this.
Thank you so much for your patience, everybody, as we're getting into this top 4 action of the first North American Arc World Tour Silver qualifier for Guilty Gear Strive. Zero and King Jobber have been here this entire path and are about to round it out. But first, getting into our winners' final set with Jack and Wild, and it's been a wild turn of events, hasn't it, King Jobber?
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was actually thinking of that pun as well, but you know what? I'll let you have it. Well, we're going to let these players have it as well because Jack has been on an absolute burner through this entire bracket. Obviously, the favorite to win it out of everyone in this top 4. Jack currently is sitting the highest on the list when it comes to players in the Arc World Tour lineup. Already qualified at the moment at 13th place, so this is just to add even more extra breathing room, even more of an extra cushion for Jack.
Oof. Hold on. I'm just double-checking the run here for Jack, and look, everyone that was left attempted in the pool side of things here, and it was 3-0 victories. Wild is going to have to try to put in a ton of work up against Jack here.
Yeah, Jack has fought
change the score.
very, very high level Giovanna's, right? He is not a stranger to this matchup at all, and you're already seeing that in effect. Not even going for, oh, does go for the wall break actually with the Deus Ex Machina, just wanting to get that little extra curse applied.
A heavier curse. Oh, man. Opened up. Set up another curse. The stank.
I hate that this color looks good on this character, man.
It was so good, right? I was just saying to Gummy last week, actually, that I never noticed how crazy Happy Chaos's eyes get in the super, but now it's much more obvious because of the red in his eyes. Like, I really see how crazy he gets.
Yeah, the hard contrast. Oh, nice gold burst there on the roll-through attempt. Beautiful awareness from Wild. Gonna have to use this extra tension here to capitalize. Just using the threat of RC as well. Wait.
Nope, that's not what you wanted. You wanted to do the dash install. I get it, but it's unfortunate. It happens where you get the wrong input. It does a negative edge to you.
It's really tragic. 100-meter just gone like that, and Jack is smelling the blood in the water. A hungry shark.
Okay. There goes backing away. 2D. Wow, we got the counter hit drill. Able to sneak in a dash.
All right, no harm, no foul. Wild still able to secure the round here, keeping pace with Jack even after that big mishap.
At the very least, we got a little bit of cleanup here. And also, we got some additional burst gauge resources for that small blunder that still made it out on top. Good block on the side swap. No concentration. That's the opportunity. You're not going to get shot. What are we worried about?
There we go. Double dash on in, able to secure the throw. Enhanced doggy arrow.
Short, simple. Blurred. A little bit too high for the fuzzy situation.
Oh, wow. Nice chase down. And an even better burst bait. Wild getting the first game against Jack.
Okay.
That was honestly kind of nutty.
That was insane. The close slash is the call out, right? Because you have to try to burst here if you want to survive. And it's darn if you do, darn if you don't. And what a hard call out there from Wild there to stick to their defensive guns, still get the dub. But I was really worried. The fact that Jack was down and out on concentration. I understand you don't want to press the issue, dash in too far, they get jumped over by Happy Chaos. But we have to capitalize on the resources that are missing from Happy Chaos, especially when you're not going to get gunshot. That's full territory for Giovanna to that sliding dash 5K. There we go. Good approach. 2K. Whoa! Just shy of the 5H.
To just yet another Deus Ex Machina. But still, Wild, one game ahead. Has been able to make these comebacks before.
Oh, 6P.
Challenge.
Gold burst. Awkward position because if we would have tried a JK, it may have been 6P from there. 6P right there. Good lift
Gets
off.
the pickup. No RC actually saving it for the mix-up. Understandable. But blocked on both sides by Jack. You gotta be kidding me.
Throw. Yep, see, and that's the thing. You can't just drill in people's faces like that because you're liable for 6P. The startup is slow enough to get tossed out. But it's always nice to test the reactions, but this is Jack we're talking about here. Very quick to make call-outs.
Jack's defensive reactions are honestly one of the strongest things that he's been praised for from the start when he first came onto the scene.
Oh, burst for corner. There's the blur. JS. Okay, Jack answers back.
Yeah, I mean, it is exciting to get that one game against Jack, but you got to remember, especially when it comes to online brackets, this dude is the Demon King for a reason. There's a reason why he has gotten that moniker.
Okay. It's certainly doable. I do like the movement that we're seeing for Wild. Like I was trying to allude to earlier, I think that's the strongest point that Giovanna has in this matchup is that her movement is very quick to keep up with Happy Chaos. That's right. You're able to get within a space where you can't get the hard lock on steady aim. It gets tricky for, hip fire to really connect. Nice 5P pull, but see, again, Drill can't be resting your laurels on that. You haven't been called out for it previously in the bracket yet, but Jack clearly awake at the wheel. There's the heavy. Nice. Use that heavy, just get the ground bounce, and I'm assuming that's exactly what we wanted to go for that 100 meter usage that we had in game 1. Wanted the 5H for wall bounce to go into super, which would have worked out, but missed the 5H and got dash install instead for that one here. 50% down. Jack not going to be able to get the hard knockdown here, just shy of the resources.
Yeah, but does have positive bonus. Just needs to find that one opening, and there it is with the throw. Wild with the 100 attention that they didn't get to spend. Unfortunate. And now Jack has suddenly taken the lead.
Oh. Okay, jump back heavy. Oh, but missed the first hit of the flip here. We wanted the corner carry. Instead we go downtown.
Right, hard knockdown here from the Deus Ex Machina, as always. Gets the pickup. Into another one.
Okay, jump back, the jump slash here, and slowing things down. This is another game up here. Jack, 2-1 lead over Wild.
Yeah, we're starting to see Jack feeling back in tip-top shape now, Zero. Wild able to get that one game in early on, but Jack is fast to adapt.
Oh, so quick to, we got that one really scary situation off that first game here. And then after that, Jack is just, again, like you said, locked in. Heavy sequence here. So get bullied out of this corner. Does get the burst, but watch this clone. Yeah, we'll deny that forward approach. Drill, excellent snipe. We get the plus frames. Careful on that drill sequence. Wild really trying to lay it on thick with those plus frames, but the blur got the JK. Nice.
The work. Very, very quick round there for Wild. That's just what you need to have more of. First comes out immediately there from Jack. That opening gambit, that opening momentum is so important in Guilty Gear Strive. Here we go with the Deus Ex Machina. They get that wall break and start the train running.
That splat for the wall here. Super. Where's the opposite side? I think we get clipped. Yeah, we get clipped and pushed out. All right, yeah, once you start jumping over this clone here, gunshot will keep you locked into position. That's a round for Jack here. Guard crush off gunshot. Jumping is not the way, though. When you start jumping against Happy Chaos, you get pushed. Yeah.
Oh, nice cross up, though.
Punish for it, so it allows for the far slash.
Oh, Turnstile with the gold burst. Wild idea there from Wild, but I like what I'm seeing. Now sitting on 100 tension.
Oh my goodness, and a 2S. No, Mr. Taptus.
That was gonna be it. That was gonna be it as well, Zero. And now Jack with 100 tension of his own. And 2 more bullets left in the chamber. There's the YRC.
Blast away. There's our blur. Tap dust. We slow things down just enough to get the close slash off of it here. Gunshot to follow through. We take a thinkums here because we can't quite get our kill, but what a corner steal off the J2K. Jack, 3-1 over Wild. And I gotta say, Wild is the first player to take a game off of Jack tonight.
True, that is true. So it proves that the Demon King can bleed, but are there any heroes left in this top 4 to take him down? That's the real question.
That is the big question indeed. We'll see if anyone else in this bracket here. It will be a run back if Clone can make it back up, I believe. Let me just double check. Yeah, because it was 3-0 victory over Cloned. Yeah, because that was our winner's side match here. So if Clone can make it, it's our second opportunity to try to show what for against Jack. Otherwise, Katie, the fresh blood potential against Jack here, if she can make it into that loser side of grand finals.
Well, it doesn't look like there's going to be any delays here either. I do see the players getting into the lobby right behind us. We are going to be jumping into this winner stays on, by the way, gauntlet. That is the most dangerous part about being in this position of the bracket, is to win the entire thing, you have to run the marathon.
It's going to be a grueling marathon indeed. That mental endurance is really going to come into question here for every step of the way. Let's see how far this goes. Katie and Cloned, we're going to get the Slayer mirror for this one, potentially.
That's right. It's going to get wild. It's going to get crazy. Slayer mirrors in any Guilty Gear game are always incredibly fun to watch. And one thing's for sure, someone's going to explode.
Absolutely here. From this point on, it's 8 points or more for our competitors here. So whoever falls here will receive 8 silver points to their ARC World Tour standing. And it only goes up from here to get a little bit of an additional cushion to your score across the ARC World Tour finals. And of course, as we said, Jack already on that winner's side, looking at that beautiful 45 extra points. And that helps push Jack up a little bit in this ranking here. Of course, Jack, reminder, is sitting at 13th, but this 45 extra points will put them above the likes of Dysonologist, Nitro, and just underneath Andros 11. So getting a couple bumps in the roster here a little bit, all things considered. Just depends upon the rest of the events, because of course EU still going on. Dysonologist definitely going to be going out to some of those, and Nitro, depending upon the travel that Nitro is going to do. We're stuck with just North America points. We still have TNS for the East Coast event happening in November as a silver qualifier to get some extra points, and then of course Frosty Faustings to round that out.
Exactly. Not too many events coming up, at least in North America, so this one counts. You got to fight for everything you can get, and it actually looks like Katie is going to be coming through with a Leo.
Hey.
Clone, though, sticking it out with Slayer. This matchup is interesting because I also want to say, and maybe it's just my exert bias of playing it for so long, that it's Slayer favored.
It's going to be interesting. Yeah, I mean, we got the back turn stance. Cyberpunk track is bumping. Nice. Got the turbulence to get the shatter. Oh, and
I might
she changed the name too, by the way. It's now her flash kick. Not her pile bunker, her flash kick.
Flash kick. Pile bunk him, because Slayer would never pile bunk her, you know what I'm saying? There's the close slash. Nice burst!
Okay. Alright, 5K, just quick interrupt. Guard point.
Yeah, 5K round start was very good in Exert, and I believe it's actually the same in this game as well. I'm not exactly sure what Leo can do at round start to beat it.
Probably got the bank on the guard point out here. Yeah, flash kick. Big risk for such a small little poke. But the prominence burn. Oh my god! Cloned with the throw.
And through the wall. Going for the last horizon here. I don't think it's going to kill. There's usually some heavy scaling on last horizon. Never mind.
She's dead.
Yeah, just gone. See ya.
Obliterated. Back to Leo.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right? Sometimes when you combo into a wall splat,
yeah,
Last Horizon gets some pretty heavy scaling. But, not that time,
Close math was there. Oh my goodness, the 6P. That's actually, you know what? That's your answer, Jobber. If a 5K comes out, 6P will actually blast right here.
Just
I don't know why
6P
we're
it?
thinking that. Simply. Oh, crush the 2H. It's our far slash. Get that quick slide. Whoa! All right, now, Cloned. Please. A pile, a third one. We're dead.
Straight through the glass.
We got the 2K this time. What do you know about that 2K, Jobber?
It's good. It's a good button. Oh, and a beautiful backdash as well, punishing with that big left hook on the far slash.
Oh, called it out. Called it out again. Cloned.
Yep, there it is, through the glass. All right, Katie, come on. Let's go back to character select, give the people what they want, the Slayer mirror.
I think it's what you want, Jobber. Just say it's what you want. It's
Give
okay.
me
You can
what
be
I
selfish.
want, the Slayer mirror.
I mean, there are probably
no.
others that want that, but you know, you could be a little selfish. You're allowed that. Right.
Like it is
Katie's
gonna be
gonna
sticking
try.
out. Yeah, sticking it out with the king.
Oh God, not the close slash again. Waiting for the backdash here. Waiting for a flash kick, really. Oh my goodness. You know what? This match is going great with the Cyberpunk theme that we have on right now. This is what happens when you go up against someone with Sandvestin and you have no cyberware to fight against it.
Let me tell you, Exert backdash Slayer was Sandevistan.
Oh my God.
All right, there's the burst.
Yo, RC. We just hold on to this burst and pray 6H is the finish.
That point now here for Clone, trying to move on to that loser's final. What's another run?
Another
Hold on.
pass through. Same side with the 5K.
Oh, trying to slide on in with the 2D. No one home. There it is. Mortal counter on the 2D, getting the burst out of Katie. Katie, though, still sitting on 50 tension.
Scare here at the 2D slide. This is the 2S. Bring it down. Yo.
Okay.
It's been so
Okay.
long since I've seen a JD combo from Leo players. So long.
They look so cool every single time, too.
What? Really trying to bait out a burst right here. And this has been interesting throughout this entire bracket. I've seen a lot of folks in top 8 here try to bait out bursts when their opponent has literally a touch away from death. Gotta be careful because that could cost you matches. We've seen it happen before. Clone opening things up with the Master's Hammer.
We've seen the baiting out the burst happen tonight and cost a match. Goes for the PRC, trying to bait out what looked like the flash kick.
Uh-oh. All right, burst away. Wants to maintain the offense. 2P into Hunch. RC and no burst here. Calls out the flash kick. Calls out the burst. It's all Cloned. 3-0 victory over Katie. That, in the words of Yipes, was bust ass. Okay, really was.
No. 0. That was dandy. All right?
Oh.
That
In the
was
words of Slayer.
dandy. In the words of Slayer, the man himself, the dandy vampire, moving on to losers finals here. We are finally in the top 3. It is going to be Wild up against Cloned. Now, Wild was able to send one Slayer to the loser side 3-0, sent Katie to the loser side, but this is a different Slayer coming up, a different play style that we're going to be seeing here, and I'm curious to see how well Cloned is well versed in this matchup against Giovanna.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a real treat to see again. As I said, it's one of my favorite matchups here because of the pace that this match can go. And it's both players going for the exact same thing. They can't just wake up in reversal. You know, they can't rest their laurels on a wake up DP. No, they have to play true neutral. And yes, Slayer's got this true neutral game. He can throw out a pile of bunkers, sure, but there's risk involved. You're on the ground. It's boots to the ground combat between these two. Who's coming out on top?
For Slayer, it's more like dress shoes, you know? My man stays dandy. Dappered
It
up.
could be dress boots. You know, it is getting
Bro's
to that
fighting
winter
in a-
holiday.
Bro, he's fighting in a full 3-piece suit, dude.
Because it's getting cold.
Got the jacket on his shoulders. My man, I love Slayer, dude. What a character. He's so cool. He's so cool, man.
Well, here we go. Giovanna versus Slayer. Wild versus
Be a good
Clone. Who
matchup.
gets to the run back against Jack?
That's right. It is a run back for both of these players here. Only one is going to get that second opportunity. Both of them, or I should say only one of them, able to actually take a game off of Jack. That was wild.
This would be very nice if Cloned could get higher up in these rankings, mind you. Cloned at 20 points right now. So at worst, we're looking at 12 additional points, but it wouldn't be too bad to get another 20 on your side here to jump up some rankings.
Clone is one of the best Slayers in North America as well, so I would love to see them push themselves higher up in the rankings and show up at that Arc World Tour final.
Best tonight, they could settle somewhere around 24th place in the rankings here, which means that they would have to go to more Arc World Tour live events try to get some points. Wild, this would be their first time breaking into the scores at all in this season, so this is still a big opportunity for Wild.
Yeah, and a big whiff punish for Wild as well, scoring that hard knockdown with spinning dog kick. Dash on in with the 2S. What a throw!
This was hammer for the guard crush. The 2H. Nice 6P. Oh, quite the reversal super.
Yeah, gonna be able to kill too. That was very smart there from Wild. Just buy your time, wait until you see the dandy step, and then let the super rip.
Immediate burst, the heavy round start, and it's always such a shame when you commit to that far slash from Geo, because then you're stuck there for a very vulnerable moment. Oh, reset! Oh, okay, never mind. Combo went up.
That was terrifying. I can't believe they blocked that cross-up pile bunker. I love the way that Clone is leaning so heavy into cross-up pile bunker as well.
Alrighty then. Quick run here, coming from Cloned. First game up.
To keep things moving forward, though. Junkyard Dog, I like that name.
Me too. Us Soul fans know. Oh, run up with the far slash. Try to interrupt the dandy step with the 5K, but the hammer comes to crush.
Get the plus frames there with the doggy arrow once again. And the cross up ground bounce means a nice little pickup.
Ooh, sneaks up that DP. And still gets the shatter. Well played here. Wild picking up the pieces. To S, and yep, see, like I said, we're very liberal on this drill. And it's only a matter of time before folks start calling it out with 6Ps. We saw it throw earlier.
Oh, nice with the 2H whip punish, though. Gonna go straight to the Super Mappa Hunch. From the close off like Biscuit Oliva. Put it right back on.
Oh, wait a minute. No, okay,
Yeah.
it wasn't a safe jump. We got it.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate for Wild now. Able to already push Clone all the way to the other corner. At least was able to for a small time. What?
Oh, drift upwards. What? Caught you trying to anti-air, huh?
You gotta be kidding me.
That was insane. The APM required for that was insane.
It's just the JS as well is so crazy. All right, hard knockdown. Clone trying to run away with this one. There's the YRC to create some space. Immediate burst. Doesn't want to allow Wild to escape from the corner. Oh my god. 2-0 right now for Clone. That was brutal.
That really was. Right. Cloned. Denying yet another opportunity for Wild, who started out strong in that game number 2.
But now has to make a reverse 3-0 for Wild in order to stay alive in this bracket and get that run back against Jack.
You're backing off.
Yeah, 3 games straight against Clone is going to be terrible, terrifying, I should say, because you make a single mistake and Slayer punishes it tenfold.
We're getting called out of these far slashes there. I think that second one, when our back was against the corner, was supposed to be DP. Far slash, we do get that drill set up and heavy counter, and it's still our turn. We had the meter, could have done super.
Oh, just raw pile bunker. Picks up with a map a hunch and baits out the reversal super. It's obviously going to be RC.
Whoa, JK, not a good look there for Wild. A little bit too high up there. The Master's Hammer comes through. Tap dust. Should get the shatter and finish.
All right. Clean work there. Clone sitting at set point. Just trying to slide on in, looking for that mortal counter 2D.
Ooh, 2S. Gonna catch that backdash here. Nice stagger to 214K. Drill for safety. And look at the chip damage we're starting to do here because of the buff from Giovanna at 50%. And there's that throw.
All right, with a perfect though. Wild able to stay alive, still on the verge of being eliminated, but has burst. That is a huge benefit.
Oh, geez, yep. Death palm here. Burst away.
That was smart. Clone recognizing the roundhouse kick at the end of the turn, but swinging with the close slash is what was really surprising. Oh, wait.
No.
Oh, you're dead. No!
Oh, the reversal!
Wrong way. Oh, it doesn't matter, but it doesn't break the wall. That was no damage, 0.
Okay, we at least got a neutral reset here. It goes for Drover plus frames. And the backdash slash to finish the job. Cloned 3-0 victory over Wild, but still at the end of the day, Wild, for the first time, gets their name put on the ARC World Tour board, finishing with 12 points for that 3rd place performance.
Right, congratulations for earning those well-earned ARC World Tour points. Just got to keep the grind going. Hopefully we get to see them participate in some offline events coming up as well to try and carve out a path in these qualifiers.
Indeed, and this is also Katie's first appearance on the ARC World Tour points.
Right.
Just shy of the, let's see. Oh my goodness, it's I forgot Razo changed the name for signing up.
We forgot that we didn't realize that this was Razo the entire time.
No, we did not realize this was Razo the whole time. Oh no! Okay. Well, excellent stuff, Katie. Welcome. Extra points.
I don't even know what to say to that. That was what a pleasant surprise that this was Razo the entire time.
Yeah, was
I was thinking to myself, going from Slayer to
Leo?
To Leo? That's interesting. Who do I know that does that?
Well, she got 8 points for this one here, so rounding out up to 20 points on the board for her position here. So congrats to that 4th place finish. And then, of course, Mom can pick me up in Galano's time for the same amount of points. Getting 6 points for this one here. And then our 7th place finisher is now getting 3. But yeah, egg
I was
on
just
my
thinking,
face
yo,
for
this
one.
Katie player is OD.
Katie, she's so good.
See, this is what happens when they change their names. When they change their names so often on you know, I just can never keep up.
I just didn't think to click here. Bryce, I didn't. It does still link. It's funny because I had the profile open. I'm like, yep, this is the run that Katie has made. And then right there, if you hover over the Twitter, oh, there it is.
Yeah, you're right. You are absolutely correct.
And also, don't forget, November is the month of our other 2 Arc World Tour Silver events. Definitely check out the schedule for that one here. TNS will be having theirs November 24th, so just before Thanksgiving. And then, of course, Paragon Line will actually be hosting the other one, November 30th. So definitely check those out here. It will be the following month, November. So yeah, literally the Monday before Thanksgiving will be TNS, and then the following week will be Paragon Line's bracket here for Arc World Tour Silver points. So definitely
also, just a big shout out as well to Arc System Works for, you know, reaching out and bringing in these online community tournaments like Low Kick Esports, like Paragon, like TNS. It just giving these players an opportunity to actually earn these points at the events that they play at all the time, and supporting these online events means a whole lot.
Absolutely. It gives way more opportunities to those competitors that might not have as much opportunity to travel, and it does give them access to top quality events and tournaments for the games that they do love. So it's always great to see. Don't forget, gold qualifiers are still happening. Of course, Puerto Rico is going to be the next big stop. You want to talk about U.S. events out here. Puerto Rico is very close in region. Of course, is a U.S. territory as well. So definitely join up for that one here. It's going to be spectacular because we will have gold qualifying points going to both Guilty Gear Strive and Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. It's going to be a spectacular time. I was there last year. I'm going back this year myself to enjoy the scene once again. But let's get back into it here. We got our grand finals.
Yes, grand finals. It is going to be a run back. The last time that these two faced each other was in the very first match here of Top 8. It was 3-0 in Jack's favor. Let's see if Clone has learned any valuable lessons and is able to bring this back 2 sets straight.
Let's get the BSU. Full screen, and we could just start firing away. Oh my goodness. All right.
Yep.
Do you get the slump state? Hard knockdown with Deus Ex Machina. 50%, not quite there for the life lead.
Even when you deflect shield, the gunshot prevents you from actually doing anything. This character's offense is so terrifying.
Look at those eyes. Those terrifying eyes. All right, roll through, Jack up around. Oh, Jesus!
There. No one wanting to act with the sucker punch from the 6S. Gonna hurt. So much damage even without a super. Half your life bar nearly gone.
Good throw. Nice close slash. Oh, burst does get called out. PRC just in the nick of time.
Not enough to secure the kill though, and you knowing Jack with 100 tension, not still in this round at least. Great Hand of Doom there from Clone, utilizing it in such fantastic ways, especially considering it's not the best move and very punishable on block.
Dodge back away from the corner. We're going to try to put Cloned into it. Massive life lead here in the favor of Jack with positive bonus. Yo, we stuck with low.
Deus Ex Machina. Clone never asked for this. Yep, ID with the safe jump. I don't even know how you block all this, honestly. There's the YRC.
Crush there. 2S.
Didn't they nerf that?
The 2S?
I thought they did. I can't tell.
Nonetheless.
You can't nerf Happy Chaos. And even if you do, you can't nerf Jack. Game number 1 for Jack. Already with the champion's advantage, or the grand finals winner side advantage, as one would say. That was a beautiful whiff punish by Jack. We just saw there up to 2S, and by that, I mean whiffing and then punishing you for trying to punish him.
Whoa. Dash got the slash. J2K.
Oh, another Hand of Doom. Able to get a counter hit and bait out the burst. Massive, going straight for the pile bunker loops and securing another round.
Duel 2.
All right, there it is. Close slash. Oh,
wow.
Just outside the range?
Oh, but not outside the range there of the far slash. This is absolutely going to lead into a Deus Ex. Reload the bullets, get that hard knockdown. No meter here for Clone, but Burst is back. I don't think you're going to spend it this round, though.
He'd like to try to hold on to it as long as he could. A little shimmy from Jack.
Shimmy into a perfect. And now one round away from being 2-0 over Clone. And we're seeing a lot of what we saw in the first set between these two. It's feeling like deja vu.
RC.
Scrambling pressure here, but Jack still able to capitalize. Whoa! That was so many Hand of Dooms coming out from Clone,
really
just trying to find any hit.
Just needing anything of 5K. Just trying to pound this danky leg for this one here. Close slash. Jump
Nice
out with the JS.
Woo! Just like that, now Jack with a 2-0 lead. Like we said, Zero, it's looking like a bit of a rerun. I've seen this movie before.
The game looking a little familiar out here, Jack. Let's see if Clone has any answer. Yeah, I mean, it was 3-0 the last time they crossed paths, so you got to lock in whatever it takes.
This is the last chance that they have. It's now or never. Do or die. Jack getting the pressure right off the bat.
Woo. Burst away. Far slash. Another one here. Pressure for corner. Good jump away. Watch that 6P, but the hammer. Okay. Massive counter hit. 2S. Yo, Clone is running it this round.
But you still got to keep it up, right? That is a great round, and Clone has been starting off with fantastic rounds, but Jack just adapts so quickly, Zero.
Yeah, I mean, Jack may go down and out for a single round, but that sometimes is enough of a motivator for Jack to really lock in. We'll get the corner carry for this one. Reload is imminent with this Deus Ex Machina.
Hard knockdown.
2H. Their map a hunch. 2P.
Nice burst. Closing the gap. Oh, but the back dash! RCJP, are you kidding me?
Jack, the nastiest one with it here. Closes the gap with the blur. Catches your backdash. Jack is on tournament point.
Brother.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Clone. This is not looking good for the hero. Already sitting at 100 tension and already has positive bonus. Clone still has burst in the back pocket, but it might be too little too late.
Yeah, right first. Just get a little breather room. Red Arch, the wild assault, the strip. It's a wrap, jobbers. That will do. Jack with a perfect 3-0 victory will be your Arc World Tour Central Silver Champion, earning themselves 45 points to add to their score to rise through the ranks for their Arc World Tour qualification.
The Demon King reigns supreme no matter the time or the place, and is taking that treasure and just hoarding those points until the time comes when they can hop on that plane all the way over to South Korea.
That is going to be quite a show, and it has been quite a show tonight. Everyone that tuned in, thank you so very much. Everyone that participated, thank you as well for this glorious breakdown. Do we have a top 8 graphic? Do we want to try to throw that up real quick to show the run, to show that full breakdown, or are we just closing it out? That's okay. That's okay. Yeah. We got the full run here. Jack, of course, is your champion, and then Cloned is your runner-up, Wild taking 3rd. And as we said earlier, Katie on the 4th place here. It's been quite the run here. And Wild, the only one to take a game off of Jack tonight. Wild making their first ARC World Tour score appearance here, right? Getting those points to sit in the annals of history of 2025 ARC World Tour action. Still plenty more to come. Again, next weekend is First Attack. And of course, the next events that you're going to be looking forward to are November the 24th and the 30th for ARC World Tour Silver. The 24th will be Tampa Never Sleeps. That'll be East Coast ARC World Tour Silver qualification. And then the 30th will be Paragon for the West Coast qualification. So we're going to get regional cross-ups here and more opportunities for players to rise through the ranks in ARC World Tour qualification and for the finals at Seoul, South Korea. But that'll be it here. Jobber, it's been a real pleasure hanging out with you, man.
Absolutely. I feel like it's been a bit since we've gotten on the mic together, so it feels good to hop back on, especially over some Guilty Gear Strive. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure to show Low Kick Esports a bunch of love for all of their events going forward as well. But until next time, remember, Guilty Gear Strive, Low Kicks Esports, forever. We'll see you later.
Later days.
It's not a big deal.